Hey everybody, Annette here from Our Way Farm. I'm laughing because I just recorded like 10 minutes of video and I went to hit the pause button so that I could set the camera down. Hi Ziva. Hi baby girl. Oh, thanks for getting me soaking wet, sweetie. This is Ziva. Um, she's one of our 7-month-old Mastiff puppies. Oh boy, and here comes Ellie. You got stuff in you. Anyway, look at this. Look at this. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. That's just amazing, guys. No. Anyway, I recorded like 10 minutes of a video and I went to pause it to set the tripod up. One of our viewers, actually, she's my sister-in-law, was watching a video that I did the other week when I was picking potatoes or digging potatoes, and I made some off-the-cuff comment that I should probably get a tripod because doing stuff one-handed is really difficult. Never thought a thing of it. She sends me a message and says that, oh, I got you something. I was watching your videos and you said you needed it, and I was completely clueless until it arrived. So thank you, Jan, very much for the tripod. It even comes with a little remote, so that was way cool. But yeah, anyways, all I was doing, I was going to go for a walk today with you guys and just fill you in on what I've been doing for the past week. It's my husband informed me it's been over a week since I posted, so I know that we have a bunch of new subscribers as of this past couple of days. Yay, thank you guys so much. Really appreciate the follow and the subscribe, and hopefully we'll have a little bit of, you know, good content for you here soon. Just starting out, I still don't know what I'm doing. Excuse me, but I just want to make friends with you. I want to talk and I want to encourage everybody to do, you know, follow your dreams. As cliche as everything sounds, follow your dreams. You know, we gave up. We didn't give up anything. We gained so much, but we left our hometown. We had lived in that house for 7 years. We raised, you know, our kids there for that 7 years. We felt compelled to follow our dreams. My husband and I have always wanted to be farmers. Neither one of us knew that of the other one until a few years back. And we decided when COVID hit that that was the time for us to move. We had bought property prior to COVID up in southwestern New York, and we had a plan, and we decided that that was the time. In 2020 was the time for us to make the move. We sold our house and we moved up to our property in southwestern New York. We are off-grid. We moved into a camper for 1.5 years, and this past April we moved into the house that we are building, and we are still actively building it. There's no interior finishes. You know, you can see the insulation in the walls. You see the wires running through the walls. We're working on it, but right now we have to concentrate, while it's decent weather, on the outside chores and the projects that need done outside. So, and the animals. And so, right now we're just coming out of harvest season here in 5AB, and I just picked all of our tomatoes the other day, yesterday. Only about 1/3 of them were ripe. Those got cooked down. I made pizza sauce. So today I canned up 7 pints of pizza sauce. Not something I've ever done before, but I'm disappointed. We moved to New York. Everybody knows New York's got fantastic pizza. I love pizza. We used to eat pizza 3 times a week, 2-3 times a week. And we moved up here to New York and I haven't been able to find any good pizza. So I'm going to make my own. So I made sauce that I like and to my taste. And I canned up 7 pints of it, which for us should be about 14 pizzas. Maybe that'll get me through my cravings this winter. The rest of our tomatoes are still real green, so they're sitting and ripening. If you follow us on Facebook or Instagram, I put pictures up all the time, probably to the extent of annoying some people, but that's not my problem, that's theirs. I put up still shots of our life, different things that we're doing. Can you hear that? It rained earlier today, and the leaves are just a slight breeze right now, and all the water is running off of the leaves and dripping down on other ones, and it's so beautiful. It's just like one of the most relaxing sounds ever. I love it. We had an amazing rain today. We needed it so bad. Like I said, we are off grid. We have everything that we need, but we do rain collection. We're not connected to, sorry, wet dog went running by. We're not connected to public utilities. We do run propane water, hot water. Our stove we have a commercial grade 10 burner propane stove. I'm gonna get plowed over here real soon by a wet dog. I know it. They're playing. We have 3 Mastiff puppies, and then mom and dad, and then the one that you hear, that's Dad walking behind me. That's Rusty. The one that you hear that keeps barking, that's my border collie. That's Ringo. And then Rusty's right here, and this is Abby. And Ellie's over here. You gonna come say hi, Ellie? Come here. Come say hi. Say hi. Oh, you're nice. Oh, you're gonna get me all wet too. Oh, thank you, thank you. Oh, thank you. Kisses. So much lovin's. Good girl. Get down. Get down. Thanks. You soaked me. And Ziva's back there. She's right there behind me too. She's the darker one. Hi, Ringo. This is Ringo. He's my boy. He is absolutely my dog. As you can tell, we love animals. We have one more. Rosie. No, we have 2 more. Rosie is the mama Mastiff. She's probably in sleeping. And then we have a senior pit bull whose allergies are kicking his butt right now. He's definitely in sleeping on a bed somewhere. Anyways, I digress a lot. I think I have some undiagnosed ADD because I bounce all over the place. So bear with my train of thought. We are off grid. We collect our rainwater. Or we use the creek water when, before we had our rain collection system up. So gutters are up. We're collecting rainwater, and it's doing fantastic. We had about 2-hour rain today, and we got about 500 gallons of water. So off of one gutter, off the back of the house. What are you doing? Our house is a 24 by 48 foot ranch style. It's on piers. It's not on a basement or foundation, or a slab rather. I wish it were, but with the cost of building, it's not. So we did concrete piers. We'll get to building a root cellar at some point in time, but it works, and it's big enough for us. There's only 3 of us in the house anymore, and so it's perfect for us. Kind of losing my train of thought here. Emptied out the garden this week. The only thing that's in it anymore is my one little surviving head of cabbage, 3 zucchini plants, I think it's 3, maybe 4, I don't remember, and a couple leaf lettuce, black seed leaf lettuce, that are doing fantastic. Oh, and my second planting of peas. I did do a second sowing of peas. They're coming up real good, so those are still in there. And it's starting to cool down a little bit, so I want to get garlic in and onion seeds in to overwinter. I want to see if I can pull any type of broccoli or cauliflower. I don't think I want to do any more carrots. I bought a 50-pound bag of carrots a month or so ago and canned those up, so I don't think I need to worry about carrots right now unless I just grow them for animal feed, which is a possibility. Also, I don't know. Like I said, we are zone 5AB. I think our first frost is scheduled for September 22nd. I think. I'll have to check that out again. So my time is real limited as to what I can grow, because today is August 30th. So I have less than a month to get stuff in the ground and germinating before a frost comes. Maybe some spinach, I don't know. We have a really nice front window that is south facing, so I'm not too worried. I'm hoping to be able to grow some stuff over the winter just in pots in the living room. We'll have the heat from the wood stove. Excuse me. And then, like I said, we have, you know, the sun. So we are solar energy. So the sun's huge for us. We were blessed with rain today. I'm not knocking it, but I wish it would rain at night and be bright and sunny during the day. That would help us out tremendously. But that's not the way it's going right now, so that's okay. We'll make it work. You know, if we don't get enough solar rays during the day at this point, because our system is so small, we're running a house off of what we were running the camper off of. So we definitely need to upgrade. In order to do that, we are actually in the process of timbering some of our property. We have some good timber left. The last time the property was timbered was, I think, back in 2013. So, you know, we have some trees that are ready to be harvested, and that'll help get us through the winter, help with some, you know, some bills and whatnot. My husband works 3 days a week so that he has 4 days to work on our property, on our building. And I'm at home right now. I'm torn on that because a part of me wants to go to work and help pay the bills, and that's all well and good, but then a part of me also doesn't know how to do that, because if I'm not home, the gardening doesn't get taken care of, the animals don't get taken care of in the wintertime. Our only heat source is wood stove. It's not our only heat source. We have propane stove or heater backup, but I don't want to pay for that because it's crazy expensive right now. Like, have you guys seen the prices of everything? A friend of mine just got her propane fill up for the winter, and what she paid $1.49 per gallon for last year, she just paid $2.59 a gallon for this year. So literally more than doubled her heating expenses for this winter, and that's scary. You know, that's like really not okay. So we are wood heat, and on the video that I just deleted, I showed you our wood pile. We are collecting wood off of the property, down trees, dead trees, and now that it's being timbered, the cutoff, so all the tops of the trees, we'll get them cut up and stacked so that they can be drying for the winter use. It's a little late in the season for it, but some of the dead stuff that we're able to pull out is already pretty well seasoned and dry, so we just have to get it under roof so it doesn't get rained on anymore. We took a 10 by 20 canopy and we set it in pallet walls and a pallet floor, and that is our makeshift temporary wood shed. Eventually we will use the frame, take the canvas off or the plastic canopy off of it, and put roofing, probably metal roofing on it, and we'll probably do a board and batten siding on the 3 sides of the shed to cover up the pallets. But the pallets are free for us right now, and I absolutely love pallets. There's so much you can build with them. They're structurally strong, they're sound. You know, you get them screwed together, they don't go anywhere. So I'm sure at some point in time we'll end up putting footer in and turn it into a more permanent structure. Where it's sitting right now, we want to build a garage behind it, but that's an eventual, that's not a right now thing. We have too many other projects that are a right now thing. So, are you coming to say hi too? Ziva. Ziva, what are you doing? Hi, pretty girl. Hello. What are you doing? Oh, thanks. I love my dogs. So I figured I would just go for a little walk. Look at that. Our leaves are changing. It's August 30th, and that tree is almost completely orange. It is so beautiful, though. So pretty. This is a section that, this was one of the main trails here, and it just had this puddle here. Ugh, pups are soaked. Oh my. We started to dig. We had access to a D4 dozer up here, which is what we used to dig out for the house. And we had access to it. So my husband, sorry for the bouncy, I just bumped this wonderful tripod with my leg. He started to build in a pond. And it's actually 2 ponds, because right over there is another one that eventually the goal is to get them connected and maybe even stock it. We are wanting to be as self-sustaining as absolute possible. We're learning how to forage, and I really apologize for the shaky of the camera. I'm trying to watch where I'm walking, because our mud, as you can see, is clay and it's slimy. So, and of course everything's super wet right now. But we have this also. So we would like to connect the two so that we can stock it and have our own fish source. And yeah, just look at that tree. It's so pretty. I'm ready for fall. I don't know that I'm ready for cold weather yet, but I am definitely ready for fall. Right now it's about 65 degrees, so it's nice and comfortable. Let's see, we have wood that's got to be taken care of. Oh, we got some new chickens. A friend of mine reached out. She needed to get rid of hers because they were fighting, and she didn't know exactly what to do with them, so she gifted us her chickens and her coop, which is absolutely adorable. She's an artist. If you're on Facebook or Instagram, she's in under Bally Artistry, and she's got some serious skills. So she painted this adorable little gnome and beehive and bees all over the back of the chicken coop, and she gifted us that. And then the day before we picked those up, our other neighbor, well, he wanted to get rid of their chickens, and so he gifted us his chickens also. So while we hadn't had chickens in a while because the fox decided to fill up his belly, we now have chickens, and we now have a coop. When we moved up here, we moved 13 chickens, I think it was 13, and a coop up. We ended up trading our coop for a fuel cell with some friends that wanted to get started with chickens. So we hadn't had a coop for a while, but we do now. It's super cute. I'm going to redo her drawing, or her painting, and man, tell you what, that's just a scary, here, I can't talk, forgive me, that is a scary sound when you hear a whole pack of mastiffs come running up behind you as fast as they are, and you know that they're not paying attention to you because they're playing. So I'm just looking around to see what's going on. Oh, my husband's home. Here's little Willow over here chowing down. I got to get her feet trimmed. That's a 2-person job. So really cool thing. Let me take a second here. Check this thing out. Our property had been mined for, not mined, that's not the right word, drilled for oil. And we have what we call the wheelhouse, which is where all of these big giant wheels that ran the belts, that ran the strapping for the wells, for the drills, are back in that wheelhouse. And this one was just laying out separate. in the yard of the wheelhouse, and look how cool this thing is. I mean, heavy, holy smokes. Our tractor, we have a little B-Series Kubota. It's got like a 1,100 pound lifting capacity, and it can't lift this thing. It drags it and like 1 or 2 wheels up off the ground while it's doing it. But anyways, we dragged this thing out last year, 2 years ago, I guess. And what we're thinking about doing is standing it up on end when we get the deck built, standing it up on its bottom, and have it be the front, one of the supports for the front deck. I just think that would look so cool. And then Joe found, guys, puppies, geez, they're pulling everything out. Got the cow brush and a chicken feeder and a potato bag. They're just into everything today. But Joe found this really cool plow buried on the property. Like it was only partially buried. And he dug this thing out the other day, and it is crazy looking. From the back, it looks like something off of Transformers. And from the front, Xavier and I have decided that it looks like a platypus. And he is itching. Uh-oh, Joe's drawing something. Drawing or writing something out, so. I just said I saw you, and look at this thing. Look how cool that is. So we had thought maybe we could use that under the front of the deck also. Just what we want to do is we want to repurpose and incorporate stuff off of the property. Ringo, you're in the way, buddy. Come here. Good boy. He's such a good boy. Look at that. That's so cool. So I don't know what we'll do with it. But ignore all the stuff everywhere because we are building and we're doing it a little at a time. We are doing it with no debt. But
very slowly.
Very slowly. Hey, Joey.
Hello.
There's all my green tomatoes. We do actually have some of them ripened up pretty good. Lots of green tomatoes. But there is the trim around our windows. You like that broken glass there? That was me. I did that. So rule of thumb, when you go to burn something, like if you're throwing a trash bag in, whatever, you should probably make sure that you know what's in the trash bag before you burn it, because I went through the house on a rampage one day just getting rid of trash, and I thought that it was all paper products in the bag. Came out, threw it on the fire, went back in. Xavier and I were sitting on the couch, and all of a sudden we hear this bang and shatter, and I'm not going to lie, I thought Joe shot out the window because he was down below. I thought he was shooting at something, and in fact what it was a paint can that I didn't realize was in the bag, and it exploded and went through the first pane of the double pane windows that were only in the house for a week. So I still have to replace that sash of the window. But here I can show you guys the coop. So my arm's getting tired of holding that. Look at that. How cute is that? She did such an awesome job. I am going to go back over it and brighten it up a little bit, but she did such an awesome job with that. And then I think one of the chickens is molting because there's feathers everywhere all the time and nobody's missing any. But we have 4 babies, various sizes. Those 2 over there are both babies. We got a couple of bantams. There's a wee little baby. There's another little tiny black one back in there. Got some egg layer, or got some red ones that I don't know what those are. Got some bantams up there on top of the wood pile. And then, of course, we have other ones that go in here. I'm trying to get them all integrated. Not pushing that one real hard because they're all doing good and not fighting. But here is our pallet wood shed. Sorry, I just got a little bug. Here's some wood that we got. It's not ideal, but it'll definitely help keep us warm this winter. And above all else, all the wood that you see on the ground here and all of the wood back here along the back was like 20 bucks. So our local sawmill, where we get a lot of our lumber, if you put a trailer, park a trailer underneath their chute when they're doing their saws or when they're doing their cuts, their scrap comes off here and they'll load it right into your trailer. And it costs like 10 or 20 bucks, depending on the size of trailer that you get. So while it's not ideal, it's definitely going to help, and it's cheap. And then we'll fill up the rest of the shed with, tree wood, like normal wood. We're coming into the golden hour tonight. The clouds are moving aside, and it is just absolutely beautiful. There's our house. We are doing that ourselves. Like I said, we are doing it slowly, paycheck to paycheck. As we have a few extra dollars, we work on a project. And when we don't have money for a project, we find something else to do or another project that we already have the products for. So, I think I'm going to let you guys go. He's home. That means I have to go figure out something for dinner and talk to him, see how his day was. Sounds like Xavier's up. He was reading a little bit earlier and fell asleep while he was reading, so I decided to grab the camera and go for a walk and talk to everybody. And so I will catch you guys later. If you would like to, subscribe, follow along. If you're new to us, we're new to you. So, help us out. We would really appreciate it. Subscribe, hit the like button, hit the little bell. And you can follow us on Facebook and Instagram also. And I will talk to you guys later. Have a great day.